Hello, welcome back to another Mindful Monday. And I'm putting this out here so as I do my intro, if you feel as though you want to take a photo of that, you can go ahead and do that. And we're going to do something kind of off the cuff today. And we're going to talk about something specific, and then I'll share with you a few things, and then we're just going to see what happens. And we're going to play a little bit. It may not be necessarily in this journal, though, I'll tell you. So we have our journal mindset: suspend judgment, take a deep breath. The rules are, Angela's rules are, there are no rules. Just give yourself permission to just be. And if you're going to be journaling and actually writing, drawing, whatever it is, and you're afraid to get started, set a timer for a reasonable amount of time, 15 minutes or less, and just let yourself go. Write or create in a fast pace, so don't think about it. Keep your pen, your paintbrush, whatever it is, your glue stick moving, and don't overthink it. Just like Allie in the notebook, just paint. And if you need to, if you're journaling and need some kind of prompt to get you going, use those. You know, I have some in my Etsy shop, and just do it. Most importantly, play and have fun. So that's what I would tell you. Now, a warm welcome to all of you who are new to the channel, and for all of you who have been around for a while, thank you for coming back and hanging out with me. So one of the things, I'm putting this out here now too, if you want to take a screenshot of this, I'll tell you something that I learned to do many, many years ago. Look at my hands. I've got a live sale in a little bit, and I should probably maybe wipe these off. I just did another project before this. One of the things that I learned a very, very long time ago, this isn't really a great example of that, but it's not a bad example, is something, let's see if I can find one that maybe is a better example, is something called mind mapping. And I do it all the time because guess what? That's about how my brain works. It's like all over. Here it is. Here's one. That's my mind map. Now to you, it might look like gibberish, or it might look like a absolute horrible mess. But to me, this makes total sense. This is the main goal, and these are all the things. So this is kind of a mini mind map, but it's important today for a couple reasons, because I want to talk about one of, probably to me, one of the most important elements of happiness and being more mindful. And remember, I talked about the happy hormones in your body, the dopamine, the oxytocin, the endorphins, and the serotonin, the dose, if you will, that when you're practicing happiness and being more mindful, those things are triggers, and obviously doing those things and sparking those hormones make you more happy, make you more conscientious, the things around you and those kind of things. I still didn't do very well on my hands, did I? So this is something I found when I was looking through. This is an old little notebook I used when I did a course a while ago, back in 2020. And we've already kind of talked about what is mindfulness and what are the benefits. But I did talk about the book, and I have it right here. I never go far without it. Usually it's in my office, but The Happiness Advantage. And a course that is a spin-off of this that I taught called The Orange Frog. And it's the 7 principles and 5 tactics of, what's it say? The 7 principles of positive psychology that fuel success and performance at work. Sean Acorus has written a lot of books. He's been on a lot of shows. He's been on Oprah. Cool guy. Lots of TED Talks, so you can check him out. You don't have to read the book, but the book is fascinating. Anyway, I refer to it a lot, and I will continue to do so on Mindful Monday because I don't want anybody to miss out on it. I don't get anything from it. Sean's not paying me to do this. I'm just telling you. So these are the 5 different tactics in order to help yourself have a more happy, mindful, happy mindset, really. And today we're going to focus on something that I think is really important. We've talked about gratitudes, but we're going to talk about conscious, random acts of kindness, or paying it forward, if you will. And I really think that this is important. And then I want to give a little shout out and pay it forward and talk about a couple people that I want you to know. So one of the coolest things that when I taught these classes, that the students were given assignments at night, and most of them were from out of town, so they were staying in hotels, and they were experimenting. And so they had to find some random act of kindness or some way to pay it forward to someone or some way in the time that they left my course until they came back the next day, and then they would talk about it. And of all of the different things that we had as activities or assignments for them to try out, this was the one that you could just see when they came in. They were so excited to share. They were so happy. Like if I did a video, it would have been evident on, day 1 or day 2 or 3 when they came back to class, just how excited they were. And there really is something to be said about doing something kind, unexpected, without being asked, without thinking that there's something in it for you, just a random act of kindness or paying it forward. And, you hear of somebody buying someone's coffee or, the car in front of them, behind them's meal and things like that. Easy ways. Writing a letter to someone is a random act of kindness. We don't do it enough. It might be opening the door for someone. And you know what? It might even be as easy as smiling at someone when you walk by them and saying hello. It could make someone's day. And I can guarantee you it's going to make you happier as well. I'm pretty passionate about that. And I think I could talk all day about all of the benefits. But truly, when we look at, our pleasure hormones, our love and connection hormones, the endorphins from laughing and smiling, and just the satisfaction that the serotonin hormones let off that bring you joy. And I want you to try it. So this will be your assignment, and the next Monday or when you can type in the comments what you did. I just want to hear, what was one thing that you did for someone who wasn't expecting it, who you weren't expecting to get anything, in return. And what was the reaction, and how did you make somebody's day? Because if we share, it gives us more ideas on how we can be creative in sharing those random acts of kindness. So one thing we're going to do is I'm going to share with you just a way I like to pay it forward, and a way in which I try to help and support fellow small businesses and YouTube content creators and resellers like myself. And that is to give them shout outs. And as you know, just this, when was the first one? In October, I decided to put on my big girl panties, and I decided to do my first live sale on YouTube. I have since done several and will continue to do them. And even this year, I'm starting to do them every week. So I've really got my big girl panties on, and I wouldn't have been able to do it. I mean, maybe I would have, but maybe it would have taken me longer if it wouldn't have been for a whole lot of all of you who have become my friends, whether you have a channel or you don't, and those who do, for giving me shout outs, sharing my channel with your subscribers. Those are all wonderful, wonderful ways to show a conscientious random act of kindness. And I just want you to all to know how much I appreciate it, because we need each other and we're all growing, and we all know that this is not easy. And I know I'm on my soapbox, but please bear with me because it's important. So inside of this package that you see in front of you is some journals. And when I say that, while I may have been able to do this, the live videos, I probably would have taken a lot more time. But in watching some really phenomenal other channels do live live sales, specifically reselling videos, I decided, you know what? These people are pretty darn cool, and I think I can do this. And I feel like they're kind of my friends, even though they have no clue who I am. And so I did it. Well, two of those people are probably two of the sweetest, funniest, most funny, entertaining girls, I'll call them girls, that I've ever watched. And that is, let me show you her card. That is Ariana at the Withering Cottage. She sells on eBay, YouTube, and Instagram. And she is pretty amazing. So go check out her channel. And her wonderful, lovely, beautiful sidekick and entertainer is her mother, Kathleen. Now, I've been watching them for, I don't know, quite a while. And I'm always entertained. And each week in Ariana's live sales, her mom gets a mom minute. She's a very talented crafter. She does everything. She makes dolls. She makes doll furniture. She makes stained glass. She makes journals. She just makes everything. It's just all beautiful. And I just adore her. I just think she's funny, cool, and talented. And recently she started her own channel. So before I say anything more, write this down. Amelia B's Crafting Adventures is the name of her channel. And she really wants to get to 1,000 subscribers. She's brand new, but she is rocking it. Like, she's already, she might be at 400 today by the time I haven't looked for a long while. But her goal is to get to 1,000 subscribers because she wants to do a live crafting. And I'm trying to get her convinced to do one with me. So she doesn't have to wait to get to 1,000. But anyway, she had a live sale. She made this 3-pack of journals. So this was her journal. And how do I get that? Oh, this way. And she actually laminated these. She painted all of this. This is watercolor paper. Isn't that beautiful? And then it's filled with blank pages. And I thought, well, I can do that. I can actually, this is a manageable size for me to actually journal in. And maybe keep it in my purse or I don't have a purse. Keep it in my bag. And then I can actually physically write and journal. She also included this adorable bookmark, but it was a 3-pack. And then there's another baby journal that she made. And another one. And I had seen her making these on her channel. And then she brought them to the sale. So just a cute little 3-pack. It would make a fabulous gift, And every week that she comes on Ariana's channel to do the sale with her, and she has something different. So it's never the same. But this is what I got. And I just wanted to give her a shout out and help her to get to that 1,000 subscribers. And then you can all encourage her too, that we should just, in the meantime, do a little craft along and just hang out. It would be fun. And I bet she probably made this too. Or if she didn't, Ariana popped that in. I don't know. But it's super cute. Kathleen, if you're watching this, you tell me. So, what will we do? Well, I kind of want to work in one of these. But let's see. I want to put this in my bag. So that will be awesome. I will put this in one of my books. Because my daughter just told me the other night she has a book she wants me to read. And here's just an old, that's kind of sweet. She put her stamp on there as a thank you with a vintage piece of paper, which I'll use. Okay, so let's see. Let's see, what kind of paper do we have in here? Here's what we're going to do. I think I did not plan this, but we're going to do it. All right, I could use my book holder downer thing, but I think that it's too big. So what I'm going to do is I am going to show you, because these pages are small, I think it will be easy peasy lemon squeezy for us just to play. This water doesn't look good. Well, we'll see. I thought I cleaned it out, but it's almost like there was glue or something in the bottom of it. So I thought what we would do as a part of our journaling mindset is just to play with paint. And we're not creating anything. We're not out to make a masterpiece. We're not out to create a flower or nothing. We're just going to play and create a design. And now for mine, I will talk through it. Why can't I find my spray bottle of water? Do I not have it? Weird. Oh, yes, there it is. I was like, it disappeared. So I'm just going to go ahead and wet down my watercolors. Just see, let's see. Are you in? Yes, there's plenty of room in there. And I just want to show you how I hear all the time from people, oh, I have no idea. I have no idea how to paint or watercolor. I'm trying to find a good brush. You know what? Just put your paintbrush into some paint and go for it. No rules, no judgment. You're the only one that has to see it. If you don't like it, paint over it. It's fine. I'm looking for my water brush. Here it is. I wanted to get that out too. Because if you don't have a whole lot of paints, you can do that. So all we're going to do, maybe we're going to start by just putting, there's a little bit of green in that. And this is regular paper. This is not, she did not put watercolor paper in it. And I want to show you that you can do that just the same. But I do want to put something underneath it. I guess it really doesn't matter because it's laminated. So my point is that it's girls like Ariana and Kathleen that, you know, prompted me, or maybe just gave me the confidence to say, hey, you know, these girls are no different. They're girls just like me. I can do this. And, you know, I think they need to hear this. And I think that, you know, all of us should be telling those who make an impression. I always say, you know, I don't care if I watch somebody's video for a minute. If I watched it and it's entertaining me, I better give it a thumbs up because they went to a lot of work. And I know this because, I've done the same thing. And I don't think that, you know, sometimes I think we don't take advantage in a bad way, but we just, you know, assume, well, this is entertainment. And, you know, we need to let those people know that we care about them and that they are making a difference and that their hard work does pay off. And maybe in more ways than just the fact that they're entertaining us or selling us items or teaching us how to learn a new craft or a new, you know, way of doing something. So, you know, tell those people, take time to, that could be, your random act of kindness could be just that. Tell somebody, I really love your videos, or that project was amazing. I really do try. I try to engage as much as I can on live sales and, you know, at least say something kind when I can. I can't watch all of them, but even if I only can hop on for 5 minutes and just say hi, you know, everyone appreciates it. But, you know, every time I watch a video, I try to make a comment. It's hard. You know, I can't, sometimes I feel like I can't always answer all my comments. I do always read them, and they always get their hearts, but you know, so I know it's hard, but if we're watching it, it doesn't take but a second to just say, hey, great video. There is no method to my madness because I don't know that I can talk and actually paint something unless I had a plan in mind. But I'm just doing a little wet on wet. Like I said, is this going to probably curl and ravel and roll? Yeah. Do I care? No. Because this is something that you can all do. This is probably, what, 4x4? Let's use this the right way. And it might be your 15 minutes it's 4x4. Is all you need to just create something or just take a breather. Just relax. I mean, I'm not making anything. I'm just playing. But yeah, I think, let's try this. This is a fan brush. Let's use a different color. Let's go crazy with some orange. Oh, I don't have enough on there. One thing, I bet I have it in, I don't know. I do know I have it, but I don't know where it's at. I might have it behind me. I'll show you in a second. I do have a watercolor book, and I just like, it's my idea of doodling. And I'll just do mark making, which is basically what I'm doing. That's all I'm doing is making marks. Just think abstract. It doesn't need to make sense to anybody. It only needs to be something that's soothing to you, relaxing. I think I did one. I'm going to grab it because I want you to see what I'm saying. I think what I did was just made up a bunch of like rando marks, and I was going to do like a little mark making project, but I never did. Let me get it. Let's see, how long have I been going? I got to watch my time because I got to... Oh, poo. Let me look. I thought I had it. Oh, is this it? I found it. Okay. Now, this is being vulnerable, showing you just like random nothingness. Like this, I literally took a pen, that right there, and I did not look, which I'm looking now, so I probably won't be able to do it. And I was just like, okay, I'm just going to make a flower. I'm not looking, actually. And then I just started adding to it. And I was like, oh, where could I add little things? And then maybe I can add, you know, some leaves to it. Now I'm looking, by the way. And then maybe I can paint it. We'll do that in a second. So, I mean, just silly little things. Just doodling. You don't have to be an artist to do this stuff. Here's some more. There's some more of just rando flowers that Here's one where I use mark making, just tiny little circles. These are little dashes, or hatching. This is all from little mark making. Dots, pin dots. Here's some. This is from when I was like, okay, what could I do? And I can make a little class. Oh, and this was all done with my left hand. Hey, I didn't do too shabby. Let's see. How did I do compared to my right hand? Oh, okay. Substantially better, but... So maybe you're just doing that. You know, this is a way that you can just kind of decompress. Let's use this little Hatchie McHatcherson. Nah, let's not. Let's use the paintbrush. We'll do something with this over here. But I'm not making anything that's, it's no Picasso. I'm not putting it at the Met. I'm not at the Museum of Fine Arts. I'm just playing. So, remember, we talked about having fun and playing. That is important. So, here's my flower. I don't know what it's going to look like, but we're just going to make it. I'm not doing much. I'm just having some fun with it. And then maybe we take... The thing to remember is just have fun. Just relax and just let go. Remember when I talked about put your brush on that paper and start somewhere? That's all it takes. I promise you. Am I a great watercolorist? No, but I like to do it. And I really, I'm not selling my work. I don't really care if other people don't like it. But I can tell you this. When I've given pieces to Dave, or I've taken the time out of whatever I'm doing to make something special. Look at that. I'm not even in the lines. Of course I'm not. Why would I be? They appreciate it and they love it. And maybe that's your random act of kindness. Dave is, one thing I love about him is that he hand makes my cards a lot. And, he used to buy me cards all the time. And I'm like, I don't know if he remembered that I said I really liked handmade cards, but he does it. And he's no artist, but he loves to do it. And it means way more. It's like no different than getting a card from your kid, right? I mean, getting one from your husband is equally as sweet. So it's no different. If you just, maybe took a page out of this, made something, you could put to, from, pull this page out, pop it on a little card. Somebody is going to love it because it came from your heart and from your own little fingers. Well, I don't like that orange. But remember, I'm supposed to not worry about it. No judgment. I'm just supposed to go for it. So our lessons for today are be and let be. Let it be. Just be. And, just put your pen on your paper and forget about it. You're just doing your thing. And the other is, the other assignment is to, give me a comment. Share what ideas you have to make someone's day, to pay it forward, or do something special. And it doesn't have to cost money. In fact, it's probably even more precious if it doesn't. I need just plain here. I don't like that paint, or the water over there is too murky for me, and I just want to get that wet. Well, it's still orange, but that's fine. One of the things that was probably my most memorable team experience at City View, at our dental office, was we had this company. I wish I could remember what it was. I'll have to look because our team thought it was amazing too. Anyway, I don't think I've talked about this either. I enlisted the help of a company that came up with all kinds of activities. Like, you've probably seen the ones that do like, what do they call those? Murder mysteries or things like that. Well, this was not that. It was basically a random acts of kindness competition. So we had three teams. I think there were 3 on each of our teams. And Dave and I split up, and then and we have all girls. Dave's the only guy on the team. And so Well, at that time, there was another doctor there too. And we had like our iPad or our iPhones, and then we had this list of all kinds of, well, we might as well add some splatters since I just did. We had all of these different options that we could do as random acts of kindness across the city. So, like, one was to go into like a thrift store and volunteer to help, clean up a rack of clothes or stock a shelf for them or whatever. One was, now some of them were kind of crazy, like give a stranger some of you are like, oh, hell no. Give a stranger a massage. I did that. I have no shame in my game. No one else would do it. Of course not. So, but some of them were like, give, buy someone a snack. So we gave some, some workers in the city we got candy bars and, like popcorn, bags of popcorn and things like that. And then, but we were competing against these other teams. So we had so many minutes and so many dollars. So we each got a dollar amount. And then we had to go out and do these things. And every time we would do one, we had to take a picture of it. And then the phone or the app, if you will, would calculate our points. And then we met up at the end at a restaurant, and then we kind of unveiled the winner, and they just loved it. So it was just so much fun. But a lot of the things were not things that cost money. Like one was help somebody across the street. Here was another one, because we were downtown. Pay for someone's parking meter fees. Okay, I can do that. It's a quarter, or however long, $1. So like I said, it doesn't, I guess that did cost money, but there were a lot of things that didn't. And so that was fun. I keep getting this thing wet, and then I think, well, that's not what I wanted to do. So yeah, those are two of my goals for today. To tell you, you don't need to overthink things. This looks like nothing. I'm not worried about it. That was a do something with your eyes closed thing. That's fine. Just do it. You'll feel good. Whether it's writing it in your journal, whether it's just making blobs on a paper like this. But guess what? I'm going to probably use this in not little Kathleen's. That was kind of rude. Kathleen's little journal is going to put to great use. And I'm just going to let that. And here's why. Because it's laminated. And so I don't have to worry about this getting damaged. All I have to do is sit that down and let it dry. And it's amazing. And then do something nice for someone. That's it. That's all there is to it. That's our mindful journaling road to happiness and joy. I'm cleaning this up as I go. That's all I got for you. But I hope it was helpful. I hope you enjoyed. And I hope that you take something away that is meaningful to you, because for each and every person, it is different. And don't forget to go check out my friend Ariana at the Withering Cottage. Ariana, I'm going to use this in a project. And Miss Kathleen at Amelia B's Crafting Adventures. And subscribe, check them out. And I think you will appreciate them just as much as I do. And ladies, if you happen to watch this, thank you for giving me the confidence and the inspiration to be able to try to do live sales and to continue on my content journey. I appreciate you, and I appreciate every single one of you who watch. I will see you next time on The Traveling Crafter. Until then, remember to take time to just be. Cheers.